Here we are live on YouTube. Let's get to it. Trying to find where I can actually view it. Like, where do I even view it at? Oh, there it is. So I can't share it. I don't know how you guys can comment if you can see me or what at this point. So this is, like I said, this is a test stream. I'm trying to figure out how to use YouTube through Zoom. So if you guys can hear me, say something, do something. I'm trying to figure out how to even interact with you guys, if that's going to even be possible. So, oh, here you go. My home. Freddie, you don't play, bro. He already on there. This one on the YouTube jump off. Camille L is on here as well. She said peace. Good, good, good. So we got some interaction here. So yeah, if y'all got questions, go ahead. I'm just poking around here on YouTube trying to figure out how to use this integration just like we just did on Facebook. So feel free to ask your questions or make your comments. Anything. It's all good. We just vibing right now. Okay. Good, good, good. Camille says she can see and hear me. That's what's up. Freddie was cracking. Freddie, we're gonna get to it, man. I've been saying your name for a lot of years, man. I think even back to when I was doing real estate, bro. I think. So been saying that name for a while. So I'm just trying to figure it out here. So if y'all got any more questions, anything, you know, go ahead and post them because I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. Notifications, where is that about? Okay. I'm going to get one type of notification. Oh man, I didn't left. Here we go. Somebody says working fine. Cool. So we on YouTube, right? You guys are seeing me on YouTube. Trying to get back to where I guess I can't get there from here. Okay, let me look at some of these questions. She said, how do we build our long-term care clients, which is most of our clients? The insurance companies don't ask for no license. It ain't no license requirement for them to pay you. So if the family chooses you, it's usually just that. You know what I mean? That's what they tell the insurance company. Like this is the company we're going with. These are the services they provide, and this is the amount that we agreed upon. And what we do, they send us an initial form where we got to put in all our company information. We got to do a care. What they have to do is get certified every year. So like right now, I'm getting a lot of insurance companies contacting us like, oh, we need an updated care plan. So the nurse got to go out there and update them and do a new care plan, a new assessment, and then send it to the insurance companies, so the insurance companies can verify that the client still needs those services and is still eligible for them, and there's still enough money in their insurance plan to tap into, because the insurance people are the ones, like I said, they're reimbursing the families, not paying us. They reimburse the family. So that's what we do. That's what we're doing now, like right now. But the question was, do I need, it's no license requirement to work with no insurance company. But if there's a license requirement in your state, obviously you're gonna have to get that if you expect the family to work with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically, you just got to convince the family. I'm not getting leads from no insurance companies. Like a lot of people keep thinking like, oh, how do you get on the list of the insurance companies? The insurance company is not going to send you people in your marketplace who got the insurance through them for you to go market to them. It don't work like that. It's like you gotta, the families, the families contact you, tell you that they got insurance and they want to pay with insurance. If you have experience with that, you just tell them what you expect and what you need to do and how to contact the insurance company, so on and so forth. If you don't have no experience with it, you tell them how the insurance companies get the insurance company's information. You contact the insurance person directly, and then you just ask them what your company needs to be a provider for their client. For the insurance company to pay your company for that service to that family, which is their insurer, I guess. I don't know, insurer. So yeah, hopefully that helped. But there's no license requirement to get insurance companies. And I get this question a lot. People say, oh, how I get long-term care insurance companies, like say like Mass Mutual, for instance, to send me, like, what do you think they're gonna send you? Like, I don't understand what you're asking when you say, how do I get on a list of insurance companies? Like, they didn't tell me about no list. If there's a list, I don't know nothing about it. I just know that if I meet enough people who have long-term care insurance, that's how they end up paying. Like, so it's just through our marketing that we meet the people. We're not on any special lists, or we don't have any contacts inside the insurance companies to tell us, okay, we got these people who have long-term care insurance, but also they in your market and you can reach out to them. Here go their contact information. Here go their self. I don't know what list. Like, if that's happening, more power to you, but I don't got that kind of access to nobody's, no insurance company. So I have a question. How long does it take to get licensed in the state of South Carolina? I don't have that right offhand for you. I'm sorry, but it's not a state that comes to mind as like an extremely long state. So 6 months max. And I'm gonna tell you like this: states are, first go to your state's website, the Department of Health, look at the licensing requirements and stuff like that. Get the phone number. It ain't gonna tell you how long it take to get licensed. I already know that, but get the phone number, call them on Monday, and then ask them like, what's the most recent turnaround that they've been experiencing? Because you got to remember, this is people, this is business, this is paperwork, this is bureaucracy. So things take time. Things, when you in that kind, when government workers move totally different. State workers, government employees, they move totally different than business people and employees, because the state is slow and there's a lot of waste in the system. So they don't rush. You know what I mean? We don't have that luxury of wasting time, money, and resources, because we'll collapse. You know, they got the money to waste. Since COVID, I've been seeing states expediting the licensing process. So definitely take this time to figure out what your state is doing. And if they're expediting the process, this is a great time to get started, because that means two things. It's a strong need in your community, in your state, in your market, and it's gonna be quick. You can get in the game instantly, like instead of waiting. So, yeah. So, Freddie, the Done For You program, that is how the Done For You program works. You know, it's just not us doing that, you know, doing the administrative work. I'm here as a coach for you as well. And that's phone calls, video calls, text, email. But like, because you're in the program, obviously you get priority responses, because we're working with you directly as a client. So yeah, you asking me video calls, and different guidances like that, like for an hour. It's no limit. Like once you join our program, ain't no limit to the amount of time that we got to talk, because we trying to get something done. So we got your back. We're here for you. Once you're in the program, you got, you know, contact with me, just like when, you know, somebody who I'm working with. You know, we can talk as often as needed and communicate as often as needed. So. But let me see if I could do a screen share with this one. I'm guessing it's all going to be the same at this point. I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek of what the program going to consist of. So that's that. Could y'all see this? I'm going to run through these slides real quick. This is like, this is the next program. This is the next virtual business coaching. This is like my home care virtual business coaching 2.0, but really like 3, 4.0, because it's like I'm so much more advanced and smarter and informed as I am as a business person compared to when I did the first virtual business coaching. So this one is going to be some fire, because I know I can really help people. We've been really helping people. We've been changing lives with people able to, you know, go from employee to employer. Like I'm even excited when I get a caregiver who just like, I don't want to be no boss. I don't want to have no whole bunch of caregivers up under me. I don't even like these girls like that. Boom, boom, boom. I just want to get my own clients, because I could work for myself. Seeing people go from like working for an agency to working for themselves, sometimes it's just a good, you know, that's a good feeling for me, because I know now this girl, she know how to go out in her market. She was only making minimum wage. It's $11.50 in Maryland, you know, minimum wage. Now she can go out here in the community, in her same community, with her same skill set, just with some new information, with just some specialized information on how to get the clients, close the clients, contract the clients, and work them. She could shut her own hours based on, you know, the clients that she could pick who she want to work with, and she could make the money that she feel like she deserves. So she making, you know, $20+ an hour opposed to minimum wage. That's a huge upgrade and lifestyle. You know what I mean? When you're going from making $10 an hour to $20 an hour, there's a lot of different things you could do with that extra income. You feel me? You could put your kids in a better school district. You know, you could pay off debt. You know, you can, you know, invest more into yourself, do more for your business as you want to grow it. In time, if you do want to get employees, that's cool. If you just want to be like, you know, a lone wolf and just work your own clients until you don't want to do it no more. You know, you can make other investments. You could get a, you know, event. You can probably afford a better crib. You could probably buy a crib, fix your credit, buy a crib with 20 an hour, depending on the market you're living in. So it's like just to empower that caregiver to go from a caregiver to go from employee to employer is a blessing for me. Just to even be a part of that process. That's it. So I know you see the 18-month $1 million blueprint. That's dope, but everybody don't care to, you know, because that comes with a lot of effort. And some people just don't want it like that. They just want to be happy, stable, financially stable, and, you know, confident that they can take care of their family and their bills. And I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. I don't look down on that. As long as you're taking care of the people that you're responsible for, I respect you. It's the people who are not taking care of the people that they're actually responsible for. That's who I don't respect. So like, if you got kids and you ain't taking care of them, stay the fuck from around me. You know what I mean? So that's your responsibility. You got a wife, you ain't taking care of her. Somebody else probably will end up taking care of her. So, and it go both ways, kid, husband, wife, blah, blah, blah. So this program is me really giving y'all everything I done learned over the last 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, $1 million ain't as much money as y'all think. It's people think. I ain't gonna say y'all. There's only 6 people in here. This is people who think, you know, it's just not that much money. And it's not that hard to make. It's just, you know, building systems, specialized information. And the number one thing is taking massive action. 10x. Y'all wanted a book. We was just live on Facebook and they said they wanted a book recommendation. To 10x rule. You need that book. Just for a mindset thing, a kick in the pants, a reality check, the Millionaire Fast Lane, the 4-Hour Work Week. These are books, the E-Myth. These are books that you have to read. Contagious on marketing. You have to read it. You can't not read it. Things like that. So y'all want to see the slides? Do y'all want me to go through these slides of this this program? This program is going to be similar to my last one. So if y'all want me to go through the slides, I'll go through them real quick for y'all. But if nobody not interested, don't trip. So anybody want to see the slides? I'm just jeffing with y'all. I'm gonna show y'all anyway. 18-month $1 million challenge. It's gonna be a challenge at this on this program. We're gonna challenge you. And my thinking for this challenge is this: if somebody kidnapped your child and told you, you need to bring me $1 million in the next 90 days. No. In the next 30 days. Or we're gonna start sending body parts. If somebody said, if somebody kidnapped your child or your loved one, if you ain't got no kids, somebody that you care dearly about, and told you that we need $1 million in 30 days, or we're gonna start sending body parts. If we go to the police, we're gonna start sending body parts. Mind you, I read a story like this. And I know you can say anything in the world about whatever, you know, everything happened somewhere at some point, but this is a story I actually read, and it inspired me and reminded me that motivation is the only thing to be missing when it comes to like people accomplishing their goals. You got to be motivated. And if somebody had your child locked in a room with a thing over her head like that, tied up to a chair, you're going to be extremely motivated. And they said the only way you could get this million is to start a home care business and get the clients to generate the money. And that's the only way you could do it. I guarantee you'll do it. I know it's goofy, it's extreme, it's dramatic, it's theatrics. You're gonna do it. So when people tell me I can't make it work, I can't make it happen, I'm struggling, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, it's because you got all this other shit in between your goal and you. You got Netflix, you got a social life, you got weed habits, you got alcohol habits, you got party habits, you got girlfriend problems, boyfriend problems, you got relationship problems, you got family problems, your family driving you crazy, you letting them dictate your life, something going, your job driving you crazy, you hate your kids driving you crazy, you ain't got no discipline, they crazy. So all of these things be in the way. Time something happen, all that shit is gonna be so unimportant. But when something serious happens, all that shit gone. It disappears. And I've been through tragedies in life. So I know like the dumb shit disappears and you lock in and you get the shit done that you need to do. Like when you lock in and you get serious, like it's this or a homeless shelter. That's the situation I was in when I had to start my business. When it was to the point where it's like, okay, if I can't figure out how to make legit money and become successful, I can't get no job. They're not paying me because of my background. I can't get no real job. I got to create a job. I got to create a business. I got to become an entrepreneur. That's what the society is telling me. And that's the only option I have between me and a homeless shelter. I'm going to get to it. And I got to it. And I've been a homeowner. I done lived in great communities. I've been doing my thing ever since I faced that challenge. Second challenge came. Had kids, and now my kids is in a situation. If I don't produce, my kids gonna be on the street. I'm not gonna take them to no family member. I had these kids. I'm not gonna put them on no burden on nobody else. These is my responsibilities. I gotta do what I gotta do. That's what I'm looking. This is the mindset that I want y'all to think about going into the $1 million challenge, the 18-month $1 million challenge. I want you to wipe away all the distractions. Instagram, YouTube, Netflix, HBO Max, Amazon Prime. Well, it's so much shit out there to watch. It's so much content. You could watch TV for the rest of your life and just die. Like it's that much shit out there. And a lot of it is really good. So I understand because I be watching it too. And it's like, you have to remove the distractions. Get serious about what you want. And the thing about it is, it's not even about getting serious. The situation ain't gonna get serious. And then you have to get serious. That's usually how people let it happen. Like people usually wait till they fucked up, all the way fucked up, and then they want to start making changes. And that's usually just how the mind works. And that's just how it happens sometimes. You gotta hit rock bottom. If anybody has ever been through like NAAA, dealt with addiction, some of the lingo is, both my parents was drug addicts. So I like AA and NA was like church. You know what I mean? Like that's where I got my wisdom from, was NA and AA, because I've been going through drug meetings, AA meetings with my mother and my father since I was born. So that's where I got the information from. And then, as an adult, I had addiction problems. I drink too much, possible. I could possibly drink too much if I don't control that shit. But anyway, and NAAA is say, you got to hit rock bottom. And that's how I feel with entrepreneurship. A lot of times it's 20,000 people on my page. It's only six people right now on here. So it's like, it's only a few that want to win, who going to sit out on like a beautiful Saturday, everybody off. Well, most people don't work on Saturday. They off, they out hanging out, they drinking, they partying and drink, whatever they could do to just deal with the stress of to forget about what happened last week at work and how many people they had to deal with, they had corona, or how many times they thought they might have got it. All the stressful shit that you got to deal with through the week, you trying to forget about it You try to drink the pain away, or smoke it away, or entertain it away, music it away. But it's like when this shit happens and then you just fall and there's nothing left, and you like, damn, I gotta make a change. That's when it'll happen. When it's like you have to do it. Not when you want to do it. Everybody want $1 million. But when you have to make $1 million, it's a different conversation. When you have to make it work, it's a different conversation. When you have to do something, when it's a must, it's either that or die. It's either that or homelessness. It's either that or my children are going to be subject to certain activities in this neighborhood if I don't do something about it, or they won't be going to the best schools that I can't provide them with the best options. Obviously, that's not right now. Everybody online. School is weird. Everything is like that. But I'm just saying, for example, like if you're not desperate, for lack of a better term, you're not gonna really make no changes. You know what I mean? Even when it comes to relationships, toxic relationships, we stay in these toxic relationships for decades. You're not getting them years back, man. You've been in a toxic relationship for decades. So that means you've been miserable. I know what it's like to be in a relationship with somebody who is just hell. It's hell. It's hell on earth. So it's like, even then, humans can still stay in those relationships for decades, sometimes forever, till death. And you done wasted your whole life. You ain't coming back. If you believe in heaven, I hope if you believe in heaven, I hope you go there. But ain't no part two, ain't no reset, ain't no start over. When you 50, you 50. When you 60, you 60. When you dead, you dead. And it ain't no redo. So you have to do it now, or you have to do it when you have to do it. You're going to do it when you have to do it. Let me say that. You're going to do it when you have to do it. Until then, I don't really see too many motivated people. So I challenge, this is going to be in the next course. I'm challenging you to take your business serious. Take your life serious. Something happened. Okay. Take your business serious. Take what you're trying to do serious. Take your goals serious for the next 18 months. Just get really serious. And I'm gonna show you some really powerful things that you could do. And a lot of them don't take a whole lot of money. That's the thing. A lot of people think they gotta have this whole bunch of money just to get started. You're gonna need money, but you don't need the money you don't need millions and millions of dollars to get started. You can start now. You can start with nothing. So next slide. And I went in on that one. I apologize if I'm being a little extra to you guys. What is the silver tsunami? That's just some facts about what we're dealing with as far as the industry. Some updated information. People always like that. So I'm always talking about the silver tsunami. What's the silver tsunami? It's all the scene. It's 10,000 people turning 65 every day in America. 8,000 people turning 85 every day in America. This is what I'm talking about. So, and the number is going to double. In the next 25 years, they're going to double. So like you could just see here, what the opportunity that we presented with this specialized knowledge, with this information. And what I just do home care and assisted living. It's so many more services that the senior population gonna need, and you could tap into. And I just take your creativity, understanding like what you do really well, and figuring out how to present it to you to this market who are living longer. They got money. Most of them, in the right communities, you're gonna run into people with access funds in their senior years, their golden years. They saved, they worked, they saved, and now they retired. Now they got access funds and they can do different things. They can pay for, they can pay. A lot of people get, they feel weird because they count their pockets when they're thinking about other people's lifestyle. Like just because you can't afford it don't mean it's not millions and millions of people out here can't afford it. And they look at me, I mean, like I was with some brothers a couple of weeks ago, and I was telling them about a facility who charged, $15,000 a bed a month. And they like, what? I'm like, a bed, bruh. A room. Not you. So it's not two people in one room. You get 15,000 for your own room at a particular facility close to where, in my direct market. So you think like, wow, these people ain't got that kind of money who can afford this kind of stuff. Absolutely. This is America, man. You got black folks. It's hard being black in America. It's extremely hard being black in America. I know it, man. And I mean, I've been black, you know what I mean? I've been dealing with it. I've been seeing it. I done dealt with it. All the bad shit that happened to black people, that happened to somebody I know or happened to me. And I'm not looking for no pity. I'm just telling you, I know it's hard being black, but we in the wealthiest country on the planet. It's so much money. I feel like it's money in the streets, man. It's like the streets is paved in gold to the person with the glasses on to see it. And that glasses ain't nothing but perspective. It's just perspective. So the proper perspective is going to allow you to see the opportunities. The abundance mindset is going to allow you to see the opportunities. Scarcity mindset, the wrong perspective, looking at everything as negative and, oh, I can't do this, it can't work. Always finding out reasons why it won't work. I hate those people. As soon as you tell them something, they got a million reasons why the shit ain't gonna work. Avoid them people like the plague. And avoid them like they got the wrong. That's what you do with them type of people. You avoid them like they got that shit. Oh, I'm about to do this. Well, what about this? And people say, oh, I'm just giving constructive criticism. No, you're not. You're just hating because you don't think you can do it. So you're trying to project that weak shit on me. So you got to avoid them kind of people at all costs because it's a lot of opportunity out here. And this is just one industry. I just focus on this industry. This industry was presented to me in my life at a time that, I was open and looking for opportunities. And I found one, and I found a great industry. I became an expert at making my phone ring, and I've been surviving, thriving, taking care of my family, the people that I feel that I'm responsible for. I take care of a lot of people because of this and what I've been able to do and what I'm going to continue to do and what I'm going to leave to my children. Not much, because I ain't going to spoil them, but they're going to have systems in place that they can continue to, build the brand and the legacy or take it into whatever direction they see fit. Because I'm gonna be gone. But that's what this industry has been done for me, was done for me, and what I've gained from it, and that's how I chose it. But that's why I chose it. That's why I'm still here. And focus is the reason why I'm still here, because I understand focus. I can't jump from industry to industry to industry to industry, as an entrepreneur, because for one, you're gonna run out of resources really quick, and you're not gonna get good at nothing. Bruce Lee said he's scared of a man. This is off course, but I really like this quote. I'm a quote junkie. Bruce Lee said, "I'm more scared of the man who does the same kick, who practices the same kick 10,000 times versus the person who practices 10,000 different kicks one time." You've done a lot of kicks. You've done 10,000 different kicks once. But he's been doing this same little regular kick 10,000 times, practicing every day. That kick you don't want to get kicked with because it's going to probably knock your head off. But the one who he do 10,000 kicks, he ain't going to hurt nothing because he's not good at nothing. He could do a lot of different shit, but he's not dangerous at nothing. So the man who could kick that same kick one time, he do that one kick 10,000 times, brother, he's dangerous. And that's it. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. What's the most important thing for longevity and business? Focus. They both said it, and they wasn't even together when they said it. They both said it. It's focus. So you gotta focus. You can't bounce and bounce and bounce. I want to do this. I want to do that. As soon as somebody send you a new opportunity link in your Xbox, in your inbox, you want to click on it. Now you buying drinks and doing all the things that the celebrities doing. You doing waistbands. You doing CBD. You doing You're doing the drinks, the lose weight drinks. And then whatever's cracking, whatever's popping, whatever's trending, you can go there, blah, 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 blah. But you're not gonna go nowhere because when the fad over, you on to something else. You didn't get serious about it. The person who got serious and been doing it for 10 years, they gonna win. Person who got serious, been doing it for 5 years, they gonna win. They didn't deviate. They didn't look nowhere else. They didn't get sidetracked. They stayed focused. They stayed locked in. They kept educating themselves. Industry specific information though. You see what I'm saying? They joining the right networks. They being a part of the right groups, the right people, you know, tapping into stuff like this. You know, this is very important. So somebody says, hello, say my name. Very good information. What's up, Nisha? Yeah, they don't got the right glasses on, brother. They ain't got no respect. It's just, it's simple. It's the poverty mindset, which is the scarcity mindset. Just think it's just not enough. I gotta take, hold everything for me. You know, I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I'm gonna get mine. Like, I'm gonna get mine. Like that whole mindset. That's a poverty, scarcity mindset. We focus on abundance and freedom. We don't live in fear. We live in freedom. We don't live in scarcity. We live in abundance. I know the most empowering thing to know as an entrepreneur, as a business person, is that I can get a raise anytime I want. I can make as much money as I want. All I got to do is lock in and double down and triple down and just keep going. If I want more money, I just got to market more. You know what I mean? If I want more money, if I want to raise, I just got to raise my marketing budget. It's that simple. You know what I mean? I might have to pull money from here, pull money from there to, you know, if I want that raise, I might have to make sacrifices on different points. But if I want to raise, I know exactly what to do. And I ain't got to go to nobody's office and prepare no speech and get dressed and try to trick nobody. I just got to implement the shit that I know that work more. That's it. So y'all getting a good one this today, because this is just like some pop-up. I was just messing with the technology, but now y'all got me talking shop, and I love talking shop. So these are the home care startups. These are some of the people that we helped. Charlie's Angels, or something like that. I think that's her name. Yeah, Charlie's Angels home care team down in Atlanta. She's doing exceptionally well. Let Us Help Home Care. That's in Philly. I think that's the first person that we helped in PA. And that was probably like easy 5 years ago. Easy 5 years ago. Capri's Caring Hands. So these are just some of the businesses that we help. Like, these are some of the people that we help get started. And, you know, it's so many. Like, it's like, I think I should just do like a line, but it won't really be as effective, and it's more, you know, you won't be able to really see the fit. But if I just do like all the names and all the people in all the states that we work with people, help people. Like, I get emails every day. I'm gonna start posting them more, but just people saying, and it's like, what you doing is very helpful. You making a huge impact. And I know for a fact the impact is real, that we didn't put at least 1,000 home care services, legit licensed home care services, actively pursuing clients, hiring caregivers, are only in business because of us. I say us because I didn't start this alone. Like, my ex Dale, she was a part of this early on, and she's still doing her thing. But I'm just saying, as far as me, like, we've helped a lot of people, and that's the fulfillment. That's the work. That's the assignment that I feel I have. I don't, like, everybody got their calling. I don't feel like I just need to be in the streets protesting. I don't feel like that's effective for me. Like, I don't need to be out there because I'm not gonna be able to tolerate it. You're not about to push me down and punch me in the mouth with super gloves and beat me with shields and mace me. I can't deal with that. I just can't deal with that. Like I'm not even gonna put myself in a situation because I don't even want to be in that situation. I feel like I can help in my way, and that's it. Just figure out a way that you can help and do it. And if you feel like that's your assignment and that's what you felt like that's what you need to be doing, and you can really make a difference and help the people that you care about. And for me, that's Black people, my community, who I care about, because they cared enough about me to make sure I'm still here and breathing. That's who I gotta give back to. That's who I, don't mind giving free information to. I ain't got no mind. I don't mind it because I know corporate America is not gonna get it to you. You're gonna have to go for the information on my blog right now. I mean, on my podcast right now, on Apple and Spotify. It's enough free information, and then with the free downloads that I offer, it's enough information, and the affordability of my products, it's enough information to compete with the top franchisor in your community. Hands down, guaranteed, no question. Because I do it, and I'm only doing what I'm telling y'all that I'm doing. I'm not hiding nothing. There's no secrets. You know what I mean? It's little shit that I just ain't gonna put on the internet, but it's just like the majority of stuff, like the broader ideas, the campaigns and the strategies on marketing and the sales tactics. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you every little sales thing that we do. I'm gonna tell you who I learned it from. Sandler, sales training. Go there. He's the master. He's the guru. That's who I learned how to. I'm not a sales master, but I'm going to tell you where I got my training. I'm going to tell you who the sensei is. Go to the sensei. He a beast. Sandler training, marketing. There's a lot of marketers out there. There's a lot of people who, I don't like that word. It sounds stupid, marketers. There's a lot of people out there who practice marketing, who do very well. And it's a lot of great ideas out there that you can gain from. I don't have like a particular person that does this marketing. I like Gary V. He's very tapped in. He's very current, Gary V. I'm Gary Vanderchuck. I'm sure you guys are familiar with him. It's the guy who wrote Contagious. I don't have his name right offhand. Great book. But another book called Guerrilla Marketing. That's by Jay Conrad, I think is his name. That's like the first book I read on marketing. It's just good. It's just taking, when you say guerrilla, that's like the guerrilla warfare. So he's taking like the guerrilla warfare tactics where it's all about improvising, using what you got, using limited resources to make big impacts. So that's what you can learn in that book. And that's what you need to understand, how to take a small business big. Growth marketing. It's a new strategy. Growth marketing is a new concept, I should say, that tech companies, like new tech companies, like Silicon Valley, like Twitter, stuff like that. What they're doing is called growth marketing, and it's just a strategy that they've been able to implement that takes basically a nameless company that has that they feel have great value, that can also offer great services to the marketplace. How do we make this product or this service known on a wide scale, quick and effectively, that we can measure, based on data? And it's just another idea, another concept. So Google growth marketing. It's a lot of blogs out there. I don't feel like there's one particular book or there's one particular person who's done it, just explained it perfectly, but it's just a series of strategies or ideas that will leverage today's technology, video, copy, which is like the written word, video, copy, podcasts, email, text messaging, things of this nature to really blow the brand up. So I'm just trying to give you some ideas of some of the things that you need to be thinking about, learning about, and understanding to get to that place. Like I said, I don't claim to be some expert in marketing. I just follow what they did and obviously tweaked it, learned things, and then that's what I share with you guys based on my results. I don't share with you guys the results of somebody else. I share you what happened to me when I implemented the way I did. So let's keep it moving. I'm gonna run through this stuff. Assisted living startup. This is one of the parts. These are things that we're gonna cover: business, real estate, compliance, the business side, the real estate side, the compliance side, independent living, the business side, the real estate side. Usually, I don't have compliance down there because it's not a lot of compliance. A lot of time, independent living or senior housing, 55 and older. Independent. It's not regulated. So in most cases, as long as there's not like a medical staff on, you could have aides, but they're not doing anything medical. And the seniors don't actually need anything medical done. Their family just want them to be in a more of a community environment where they, somebody's helping them with the housekeeping, the cooking, transportation to errands, grocery shopping. So like a lot of the things that they could just focus on, like the things that they like to do, doing their events and the people that they want to hang out with, senior centers and different activities like that. They don't have to worry about the day-to-day stuff. So they prefer, and they're not ready for assisted living because they don't have any medical issues. They're just alone, usually because the spouse had passed or something like that, or the children moved out of state and they just don't want to leave, or stuff like that. So independent living, self-improvement, prayer, meditation, fitness, diet, high performance planning, one book a week, network, friends, relationships, environment, the power of proximity. These are some of the things that we're going to talk about. Obviously, we know prayer is, we know meditation is, fitness, diet, HB planner, that's the high performance planner, one book a week. They asked me for a book list. They asked me for a book list on Facebook when we was going live a little while ago over there. If you want to look at that recording, I think it might have stayed on there. I don't know. Network, when I'm talking about networking, just the type of people that you allow yourself to be around or give access to you. You got to really be careful of that, especially when you're like a little bud when you're young in the entrepreneurship, and that bud is really, really fragile. So if you got negative people around you, they could just kill your idea just like that. So you need people. If you don't got positive people around you, don't be around nobody. Just stay in your own optimistic mind, focus on what you're trying to do, and only surround yourself with people who are also on the same path of productivity, accomplishing goals, and self-improvement. And that goes for friends, family, spouse, and so forth. And then I put an environment for self-improvement is just the power of proximity. Again, because of me, like my experience, what I used to do before I lived in my neighborhood, I used to visit my neighborhood when I lived in a lesser neighborhood. When I lived in a little trashy little apartment, I used to come to the rich neighborhoods, or that's what they say, the rich neighborhood, but the nicer communities, and be like, and just fantasize, just drive around. I used to even drive around, get out, park, walk the neighborhoods, go to the library in that area. Like when I shop, I go to the grocery stores in that area if I can afford to. That's like even when Whole Foods first came out, I couldn't afford to really shop there, but I'm going there. I just want to experience it, vibe in there, and see what the energy is. So you go into these different places, and if you're smart, if you're really trying to win, you developing relationships with people in these communities. You developing relationships in these areas. You going to networking events. You going to the little meetups and whatever other business events that they may happen in that area. And this is the community that you quote unquote say you want to live in or buy a house in. This is where you need to start being at before you get there. You know what I mean? It's called the work while you wait. You waiting to get there, but this is the work you can do while you waiting to get there. You go out there, you experience it. I love the water. If you see a lot of my pictures, I'm always on the boat. I'm always sailing. I like to sail, and I like speedboats. I like to sail. I like to cruise. I like to fish. So I'm always on the water. I bought a house in the water privileged community because I like the water. So we're in a, you know, it didn't start like that. I didn't live in the water, at the water. I was underwater before that, but I kept coming out here. I kept coming. I kept doing the things that, you know, reminded me like, yo, I gotta get it. I gotta do this. Boom, boom, boom. And it just, it helps. It works. Jay-Z said it. He said he's to rent mansions before he can afford them, because just so he could be in the Hamptons. You know what I mean? And guess what? When you move in the Hamptons and you got a 10,000 square foot mansion, your neighbor might be Robert De Niro. And if you're in entertainment, having a neighbor this Robert De Niro ain't a bad problem to have, even if it's costing you $15,000 a month. It's worth it to you, you know. So the power of proximity. Prepare your personal budget. It's just like a mock spreadsheet, but you can actually you're gonna be able to download in the program, boom, and then, you know, do your budget. Prepare your personal budget for doing business. So basically, I just want you guys to learn how to manage your money and prepare your personal budget so you can create money for your business. So you can have money left over for your business and just kind of manage what you're doing. Like when I was saying earlier, everything is a line item: rent, car notes, cell phone, utilities, groceries, home improvement, personal insurance, credit cards, loans, clothing, dining out, entertainment, miscellaneous. So like all of these things, we're spending our money, but are we watching our money? One thing that I learned very recent, or well, not learned, was exposed to the realization of, we as Americans don't respect money. We don't respect the value of money. And I know that. I know I don't respect it because how much change I see that I walk right past. You know what I mean? Like I walk past pennies and nickels. I ain't gonna walk past no quarter, but I walk past a penny. I won't reach too far for a nickel, a dime, but definitely I'll get a quarter. And then if the quarter look dirty or something, I probably won't even pick it up. It's like something on it. Like that's bougie. You know what I mean? Like that's a broken mindset for understanding and respecting money. And when you got those habits, when you got those negative money habits, you don't do nothing but transfer them to your kids. So I'm trying to read, since I heard that one phrase, that one comment about how it was somebody saying that they walk over money, and they don't walk over money because they understand wealth and the power of every penny. And they were very wealthy. So I was listening to him, like, if he's a billionaire and he watches his pennies and I'm not a billionaire, why am I not watching my pennies? You know what I mean? So just that understanding is the reason why I want to put this in the program. Again, because I want to show you guys everything I've learned over the last 10 years, what's important, what to do and what not to do based on my experience. You better know your numbers. Working capital, credit, doubling down. Meaning, when I say double down, I mean whatever work, double down on it. If you find something that works, double down on it. The hardest part is finding something that works, because once you find something that works, then you can double down on it. Line of credit, getting a line of credit, establishing credit, QuickBooks / CPA training. Most accountants, when you sign up with them, they're gonna walk you through setting you up on QuickBooks. If your accountant doesn't like mention that in y'all's first, I mean, when you first go to, you know, hire your accountant, or if you're going to work with an accountant, and I got a great accountant y'all all could work with. She works all over the country. And she understands the business. She's an entrepreneur. She has multiple properties. She's very well off, and she has a great CPA business. Wealth Building CPA is her name. eBeer is her name. Her company is Wealth Building CPA. If y'all want to search it, I'll post her link. I'm sure I posted it before. I've been working with eBeer for years. QuickBooks, CPA training, crisis mode. What's crisis mode? When the money getting low, you know, being prepared for crisis mode and not living in crisis mode. Staying what we call anti-fragile. Anti-fragile is being prepared for all situations at all times. So you got to position yourself to be anti-fragile and to avoid crisis mode. We start out in crisis mode. Your business, the first start is in crisis mode, because it could fall, anything could happen. You don't have any money coming in. You at the beginning, at the very beginning, and early on, you still have little money coming in. So you're still in crisis mode. A lawsuit to take you out. A bad comment on Google probably could take you out if you don't fight it and get the lawyers to take that shit off. It's like so many things can hurt you. One client, losing a client can hurt you, could probably destroy your business in the early stages. So you got to focus on getting out of crisis mode, building, a cushion, 6-12 months cushion. So if everything goes dead, everything hits the fan, everything is wrong, for 6 months, I got enough money to take care of my family and also keep my business can still function. I could get back. So crisis mode, very important to think about and start saving now for crisis mode when you start your business. I mean, to get out of crisis mode and being aware of crisis mode. Professional business plan, very important if you're trying to get some money from the SBA, you're trying to get a loan, you got to get a professional business plan done. And then, I mean, even for your own personal vision, your own personal vision and plan, so you can know exactly what you're trying to do and where you want to go. You got to have a professional business plan. And when it comes to banks, credit unions, I like credit unions. I'm in Navy Federal Credit Union. It's an excellent institution. They're very friendly with business. They're very small business friendly for a huge company, a huge organization as the Navy Federal Credit Union. But they're very, very great with me. The customer service is impeccable. You don't wait on the phone, which is a small thing, but to me it's huge. When it comes to loans and credit lines and things like that, they're going to work with you. Just have good credit and pay your bills on time, and they'll work with you. They gonna give you $1 million off the top, but they'll give you something. 5,000, 1,000, 500, whatever they give you, get it, pay it back, build a relationship. So things like that are some of the things we're gonna be discussing. Let me breeze through here because I don't want to take up too much more time. Goal map, not a vision board. We do mind maps, the assisted living, brick and mortar schools, AlanChaney.com, like Just Caring Hands, the Senior Rescue Society. Like this is just like a vision board that I started working on like at the beginning, and I've just been working to make all this stuff come true. I wanted to put all my visions in one place, all my ideas and all my goals. This ain't like 5-year goal, 10-year goals. This is like a 25-year goal, even 100-year goal that I'm even putting on my children's as their responsibility to keep moving this vision forward. This is what we call the 36-month $1 million blueprint. When I was getting into the assisted living, early on doing, like, this is just how I was thinking. Target market, top 5 richest counties, 150 home care clients, marketing online. These are some of the things we were doing. The revenue, 1.5, net profit, 850,000. These are some of the things that we was thinking about and that I continue to think about. This isn't the one I use anymore, but this is like I was just like going through my old stuff and just trying to get like the most, the earliest things, the earliest visions the earliest plans I was having, and try to give them to you guys so you can just kind of see where I was at the beginning. Like when I talk about 10x, the importance of 10x in your goals. If your goal is 100, if your goal is 100,000, you need to be trying to make 1 million. Because it's going to take the effort that you think that it's going to take. What you think it's going to take 10 times that most of the time. So that's the kind of the thought process when you're setting goals. You want to 10x your goals so you can function at the highest level possible. and actually get those goals accomplished. So hold on, what's going on? Let's see. Okay. It's not letting me click to the next slide. Let me do this. Can't even see like the mouse thing. Cursor. That's what it's called. So see, this is why I'm glad I did it like just messing around instead of just jumped on there. Because then if this would have happened in the middle of a real training, I'd have been looking stupid. So see, like, look, now I can't do nothing. So let me do this. And it might just be my computer just being janky, because this baby needs some service too. Like, I can't get off the screen. Let me do this. Okay, that works. Okay, here we go. I apologize to you guys. But that's what I was on here doing anyway. Today I was trying to figure out how to put this system up in place so I can you got to be kidding me, yo. Is it the mouse? Yeah, I'm really struggling right now. What's happening is I can't control Zoom. Like, I can't click on nothing. Like, it's not like the cursor is not showing up on the screen, but like sometimes it's just kind of like leaping around. So it's kind of really weird. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jump off of here. Because I really can't do nothing. So I'm gonna probably have to shut my whole computer down, which is definitely the last what I don't want to do, but it's looking like I don't got no other option. Like, why I can't leave this screen is beyond me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm signing out. I gotta go. I'm gonna lose this.